Okay, we're back on. I want to talk about yesterday's trading and also Thursday's trading. Great days for me on both those days. On Thursday, I made up as much as I could for a day, hit my goal, and I was done pretty early. On Friday, I trade the opening bell and announcements. There's a bunch of announcements, and one of these announcements, 15 seconds before it's supposed to hit, spiked the wrong way, got me in when I wasn't expecting to get in, and I lost 800 bucks just like that. Just boom, 800 bucks gone. And I was not the happiest person when that happened. And especially because I put on an account that I don't do that type of trade for all my normal accounts where I'm trying to make money, but it was on my one of my money making accounts. I put that trade specifically on accounts where I'm just like, hey, it hasn't qualified yet, and if I can make 800 to 1500 bucks in one shot, I try to do it. It's just I almost close my eyes and swing for the fence, try to hit a home run. And I usually make contact, and sometimes I totally strike out. But because it was on one of my other accounts I didn't want to be on, I went full beast mode and I went max contracts, and I was just gonna go at it. And so that's what I did. I want to go over just a part of the trades that I made, um, and talk about this specific trade. The trade I'm doing is I went back to again my basics with just a little bit of ramped it up a smidge, and using the algorithm parlay parsees. I'm looking for my blue crosses, my gold crosses, and just its predictive nature of where you'll get the parlay parse at. And so this worked out fantastic. On Thursday, man, Thursday was an amazing day if I wanted to stay there. There was 13 wins on one of these graphs. I had 8 wins on the other graph, 8 straight wins, no losses, 13 straight wins, no losses. And I went back, looked at all the candle wicks and made sure everything was good. I didn't trade that many times, but if I had, it would have been fantastic. And then the 5 minute chart, even the 5 minute chart, sometimes will have a loss because it's, 5 minutes and may kick you out before it gets to the win. Even that had one, two, three, four, five, 7 trades in a row. Now, Friday, that wasn't the case in the 5 minute trade. There was one loss and maybe one other loss as well. But I usually don't trade this particular trade on the 5 minute section. I do a different type of trade. But I want to show you this. I'm going to show you how this is going to work and why you should keep following me. Even like I have this, one of my students has been struggling for a long time, just barely getting off the ground. He's finally had success where he was negative for his $25,000 account, and all of a sudden, I got him back to at least break even. He broke even early yesterday, and then he was out. Okay, fantastic. And so, let me show you this stuff. What we're looking at is yesterday in the afternoon. This is 12 o'clock Central Standard Time, so 10:30 our time, my time. And we're going to talk about these 4 trades here. So I'm going to let's first talk about this 5 minute trade. This 5 minute trade at 13:05. Okay, this happened at 1:05 Central Standard Time, and you can see this gold and blue cross. This is where the parlay is going to happen. Now with the candle breaks bars, it's going to show you in the top, but where you should get in at is at this dollar amount right here, and this is 18,150. Let's call it there, and then it rose up. Easy money right there, and that's at 1 o'clock. Okay, that's one of the better ones of the 5 minutes. I liked it. It was very staggered. It was just easy place to make a trade. The next trade, now this is at 12:29 Central Standard Time, and it's at this bar right here. So if you place a sell order, because the blue ones predict where the gold one's going to be, and the gold one is where the parlay or parse is going to be, if that helps. And so I'm always lining up on the blue because as soon as that bar closes or as soon as it hits that threshold, that's where the next gold one's going to be in sequence. And that's where the parlay and the parse is going to be. So it's predictive parlay parse. So I place a sell order right here at about, let's say, 92. And this thing dropped easy to 88. So there's $4, 16 ticks. Now I'm not trying to get a lot of ticks out of here. I'm trying to get between, basically my low end is 8, my high end is 20, but I'm also going max contracts. And so I just need a few of these and I'm done for the day. I had a couple trades yesterday where I hit over $700 on those trades, which I was pumped about. So here's this one. So again, this popped in right here, placed the sell order, it hit down, Boom, I made my money, I was out. Okay. The next trade over was actually on this right-hand chart. This is a 1 minute chart too. I'm going in for a sell as well. So this sell happened at 12:29. This one came in at the 12:31 mark. And I'd put my sell order in at 86.25 and it dropped down $3. So 3 times 12. So it's 12 ticks right here. And I know the next one dropped down as well. But, I'm just counting 8 ticks with this, okay? 8 ticks, I'm in, I'm out, I'm done. I think I got more on that, but that's okay. And then the very next trade is actually at 12:41, which is this bar right here in the middle chart, in middle graph. And so this was at 12:39, and I placed this a buy order in at 96.50, 96.75, right around there. And then it jumped way up there, okay? It had a nice little candle. And so even if you just looked at these bars and went up, 8, 9 ticks, and then boom, you're done. Guys, this is probably for me, it's probably been the hardest part of teaching this and making it complicated and simple and enough trades that it keeps people's attention so they can't sit there all day long what I do to my hair. And that was the point, was trying to distill the trades down so that way you get enough trades in your window you're looking at, and you usually can get enough trades, and also be a high enough percentage of wins in that trade window you have with the trade options. And I think this is what I'm going to stick with when I teach everybody. There's a lot of other trades I saw in there, but this is the one I'm going to stick with because it does have a very high percentage chance of win. So I hope this helps. I hope that this chart helps. I'm going to be talking about where I'm going to place my buys and sells. So I'm not giving advice. I'm just letting you know where I'm going to do it. So if you're on in the mornings, you'll hear me say, hey, I'm placing my buy order right here. I may have another, or sorry, my sell order right here. And then as I'm watching this chart too, so I may have another sell order as these move up and do it. It's kind of interactive. You have to actually grab order and then move it up or down and then just get out and just watch the money roll in. Again, I went down, I was up for the day. I made a couple small trades before that big $800 whack. And then after that, I had swung it all the way back around and I was positive 2,050 bucks for the day. And that's where I stopped at. So, if you let me know if you have any questions, be happy to show you this. Come join me if you haven't joined me already in the mornings on c3algo.com, and let's make some money together. All right.